It's being reported that Karmelo Anthony will be allowed to graduate high school while he's out on bond. The news broke earlier today, and in an article, it said, according to the Next Generation Action Network, Anthony, a student at Frisco Centennial High School, will not be allowed to participate in the senior graduation activities. However, the organization did say that his 3.7 GPA and completion of all graduation requirements means that he can graduate without attending the final month and a half of the academic year that's left. And it appears that the Daily Mail broke the story. Another organization called the American Freedmen Legal Fund posted a statement to their X account which says, "Victory, Karmelo Anthony will graduate thanks to community support and legal pressure." And they said that Karmelo Anthony will now be allowed to graduate from Centennial High School despite facing pending charges, and that this outcome has happened because of strong community support, public outcry, and legal pressure, including a formal objection from the American Freedmen Legal Fund sent to Frisco ISD, challenging the attempt to expel him before any conviction. And here's that actual letter. So pause if you want to read it. So that means on Thursday, May 22nd, Karmelo Anthony will officially be a high school graduate. This decision has already upset a lot of people, but this was something that Dominique Alexander did say that they would take action on during the press conference that was hosted for the Anthony family. Being that Karmelo has not been found guilty of a crime, nor has he been indicted.
Yes, I have a quick update about the Karmelo situation. I don't know if you've seen this. I recently came across this on X, I think few hours ago. This is what the person put out. Karmelo Anthony will graduate thanks to community support and legal pressure. Karmelo Anthony will now be allowed to graduate from Continental High School despite facing a pending charge. This outcome follows strong community support, public outcry, and legal pressure, including a formal objection from the American Freedman Legal Fund sent to Frisco challenging the attempt to expel him before any conviction. This is a win for fairness due to pressure and the belief that every student deserves the right to education until proven guilty in a court of law, not judged by public opinion. Thank you for everyone who stood up and spoke out. Insane. I have seen people in similar situation. They have not yet even faced the court. They have been deplatformed on different platforms.
Karmelo Anthony will be graduating early. Daily Mail just posted an article right now saying that they've been contacting Dominique Alexander and asking him whether or not Karmelo Anthony will be graduating, and his response was he will be graduating early. In the article, they say that Karmelo Anthony has been thrown another bone, claiming that he has been now told he can graduate from high school, according to Daily Mail. And yes, Karmelo Anthony was expelled in the beginning once this story broke out. As you can see here, Dominique literally says they were literally trying to expel him. However, Frisco ISD said that they initially expelled Anthony, according to Alexander, after outrage over Metcalf's, the incident that happened broke out in like a wildfire in the community. And right here, Dominique Alexander says we are in arrangements of doing an early graduation. So I'll continue to keep you guys updated in this story. So make sure to like this video.
Y'all not gonna make me believe or feel any kind of sympathy for Austin Metcalf at all.
Yes, take the situation round. Like this happened to the opposite person. Would these people be okay that this person should be allowed to graduate? I'm just asking a question. When I look at people standing up doing videos in support of this, I understand only in court he'll be proven guilty. It is something we should not even argue about. But look at this whole situation. At this time, I don't get it. When I draw back, I've seen people that have not even faced court yet with charges being the platform rejected in so many things. You know, then I used to question, like, have they found these people guilty? But the case here is different. Why?
Well, if the election last year taught us anything, it's a reminder that we should never underestimate the power and prevalence of American racism. And comments like this are just another reminder, if we need it, which we shouldn't. So let's unpack this a little bit. This was surprising to me, and I never get surprised anymore. But it was surprising to me that people would try to create this correlation. So I had posted about Shiloh Hendricks, the woman in Minnesota who called the 5-year-old black child the N-word. Now she's raised like $700,000 in reward money for doing that. A lot of white folks on social media are saying this, that if you or black folks or libs or whoever are going to give money to Karmelo Anthony, the Texas teenager who had the incident at the track meet where Austin Metcalf passed away, if you're going to support him with money, then we're going to give our money to this white woman who slurred a 5-year-old child. And that took me back just a minute to say, wait, what's the correlation between these two incidents? And of course, the correlation is that the track meet incident was black-white confrontation incident, and then the playground with the 5-year-old also black-white confrontation incident. They are not the same thing. The comparable for the Karmelo Anthony situation is Kyle Rittenhouse. He did a fundraiser, but these are criminal charges. These people, Rittenhouse, Anthony, they need lawyers. They actually have expenses that can be benefited through a fundraiser. Everybody is entitled to legal defense. I never said boo about Kyle Rittenhouse raising money. That's his right. And in fact, when you're in that situation, you need money. And I know Shiloh Hendricks, the Minnesota lady, she's saying she needs to move. She's been compromised. She's been threatened. Look, I don't know if that's true or not, but she has no need for money. At least not that's obvious. I mean, other than everybody wants money. To try to find a correlation between those two things and to revenge donate to somebody who slurred a 5-year-old because, what, you're upset that Karmelo Anthony's family has also raised money? Here's the thing about the Karmelo Anthony situation. Obviously, if he's guilty, he should be punished. But the thing is, we don't know if he's guilty or not. There is no video. Nobody knows what happened in there. At least none of us know what happened over there. And there's a process, and he's entitled to that process. And I'm seriously like dumbfounded that people are revenge donating to this racist lady because a teenager had a legal defense fund where he also requested money. Never underestimate the power and prevalence of American racism.
Y'all not gonna make me believe or feel any kind of sympathy for Austin Metcalf at all. He put his hands on that young man when he should have kept them hands to himself. When the young man told him, touch me and see, you bet not touch me, that meant that I don't want you in my space. I don't want you touching me. Rosa Parks days is over. You cannot think that you can move somebody out of a seat that you don't own and think that it's going to be okay. And you can't determine how I'm going to retaliate on you when you put your hands on me in an aggressive manner. Austin Metcalf got exactly what he deserved. Point blank, period. It's time out for feeling sorry for somebody's feelings or feeling emotional about somebody's feelings. Austin Metcalf should have kept his damn hands to himself. Point blank, period.
Yes, Seraphi retweeted this. I'm encouraging parents to remove your children from fresco. If you would like pointers for homeschooling, message me. I can help. Enough is enough. If fresco can be built by billion activists into allowing Carmelo to the rewarded for bringing her to school campus and committing after he was expelled, they can be put into anything. They are not concerned for your children's safety. They only care about their own self preservation and their paycheck. Keep them where it hurt. Take a stand. Protect your children. As a parent, this should infuriate you. Obviously, he is not attending the ceremony, but the school gave him an inch. Take your mind. This tweet came as a result of what I read out at the beginning of this video. It is insane, right? And I'm glad that people are seeing what is going on. Seraphi has been doing a lot since this started. A lot of information I put on this platform was posted by her. I saw this video, I could not bypass. If you look at the whole situation, it is complex. Now, allowing this kid to graduate will stir up different reactions on social media. People are now calling to boycott this school because of this. Is it the right decision we should take? I'm asking, drop under the comment sections. Let me know your opinion. I'm Ransom by name. If you don't know, or this is your first time watching me, a lot of people say, oh, it's a Mogayan. That is not my name, just a YouTube channel name that I pick up one day. So my real name is Ransom. And I'm struggling to improve on how I speak. I'm glad that people always put this on the comment sections. It makes me to be motivated. Sometimes if you see any clip after this, that is for the YouTube algorithm. If you've been watching my videos, you will notice short clips at the end. Don't care about that. That is how I do. I struggle to even make a viral video on this platform. So using all strategies, and for video titles, don't care.
Starting back with certain slaves all the way up to modern day, Anna Wintour.
Truth will come out, justice will prevail.
It also shouldn't be racial.
Require Karmelo to run. He had a right to stand and defend himself. And I'm going to say that if I am Karmelo Anthony's lawyer, I am arguing to the jury. My client felt that his safety was an imminent threat.
He took it from 0 to 100.
Has been overwhelming. The lies in their amplification.
This is not going to end. Right is right and wrong is wrong. All good.
If you see any clips after this, that is just for the YouTube algorithm.
What if he says self-defense?
There's no self-defense because kids in here and resolve this issue is called conflict resolution.
Again, the evidence is still coming in.
This is definitely a self-defense case because it always is one until you look at the facts of the case and compare the two. You have to compare who was the initial aggressor.
Bedroom, because she's fearful of what might happen to her.
Followers for anything, and then the
Registration Act is
talking about this man, Killmonger.
My summary of the first 100 days is that
if film and TV productions continue to
first term, and you will be very.
Once again, the field was littered with Kardashian swoop. Just invite them all, which is what Anna Wintour does every year. This Karmelo Anthony case, Michelle Obama, every day.